I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Houston Texans.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the run, this is Jackson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Falcons at 10-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Rich. And he's got his man on the out route. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Algier, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Off play action, Rich. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rich going to be caught here left side. Moore. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now, both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 67 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Up the middle they go. Witherspoon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Andy Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Operating from the gun. Rich being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun. Rich throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now it's Jackson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rich. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw on third down, Rich. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rich, brought in by Wheaton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Rich. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
6-0 our score after 1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. To throw here, Dalton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now to the air. Dalton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pratt.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Dalton to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Dalton. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. Flushed out right. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, Rich. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. There's a nice move. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this down to the 33. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rich. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 4th down, Rich got London on a slant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rich. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run the option left, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Algier going straight ahead. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point forthcoming. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes the Texans now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton steps away to his left. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big loss there. And it goes down as a sack as well. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Rich got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A final shot before break. Rich. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Devontae Adams, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Jahan Dotson, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Dalton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry to the 43, second down. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 37. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. So Dalton now. Touchdown, Texans! From 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Rich looking middle, and that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Rich. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Rich. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rich buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Dalton. It's caught. Smith. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Passing, it's Dalton. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On second down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rich.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Rich. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So